Hello and happy Monday. Yay! Let's get this show on the road. Oh, my trucking life. Yes, what is 13 foot high, about 15 foot long, and home to a crazy little man 95% of the time? Yes, it's Cinderella. And I am freezing this morning, guys. Absolutely freezing. And the rain has just eased off a little bit. It's been bucketing it down most of the night. We're on our way round to go and get some slightly bent steel from round the corner. Well, not round the corner, about 3 to 4 mile away. And the good news is, it's called shot blast only, which means it hasn't been treated. The metal's had all the paintwork and the grease and everything shot blast off it, but it hasn't had its weather treatment on, so it's going to be underneath the canopy when we get there. So we're going to get to strap it and sheet it inside, so even though it'll be cold, it'll at least be out of the elements. And then we're going to be taking that to somewhere called Sturminster Newton, if I remember correctly, and that's over by Salisbury. So yes, I'll fill you in more when we've got her. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. I certainly did. Yeah. It was even more special having been away all week. Well, I'm struggling with a cold. It's getting worse. If you watched last week's videos, you'll have seen that my throat was giving me some jib towards the end of the week, but it's slowly turning into a bit of a man flu. We've got level 1 man flu at the moment, guys. Well, guys, I'm just packing my few things away, and it's official. The Christmas season is approaching, and I've got my first box of mince pies. Who knows how many more boxes will be consumed between now and Christmas Day, but I don't care. How many of you out there have had your first mince pie yet? Come on if you haven't, it's time. Okay guys, we have got a bit of a tough challenge today. For all the guys that are home professionals that have been doing this for ages, it'll just seem something nice and easy and bog standard. But it's the first time I've ever had to strap up something and sheet up something that's pretty awkward. All they are is these long channels. I'm not going to film too long in here, but it's basically 3 stacks 5 high, and they're curved and they're hanging over the edge of the trailer. So, oh well, I put 4 chains over it and some wood on the top to push down on the channels. Now we're just got to get it sheeted up the best as I can and get out of here. Well guys, there we have it. And I'm not going to lie, I've took way too long to do that. It took me about 2 hours nearly. But I did have 3 sheets to wrap around it over the edge. And I'm not going to make excuses. I suck today. I really do suck. I'm not the quickest at doing stuff anyway. But yeah, I've texted the boss saying I'm sorry, but it took me way too long. I did stumble and hurt my knee a bit, but that's no excuse. It took me far too long. I'm really, really unhappy with myself. So we're going to catch up. We've got plenty of time to catch up on. Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Eventually. We was there. We had to wait a little bit to ascertain which our load was. So we had a wee bit of a wait. And it was about 20 past 7:30. And it's 20 to 10 now, so I'm going to say about 2 hours, yeah, to get the load all ready. A wee bit longer than I'd have hoped. Well, a lot longer than I'd have hoped. And the route that we got to take, well, we've got to go slightly longer way round the M5. It's down near Sherborne. It's not where I initially thought it was, actually, to be fair. I thought it was going to be similar to where we took the last load from here, but it's not. So yes, we're going to be going way down the M5, and I just hope everything stays okay on this load. To be honest, they're big heavy channels. I'm confident about all that. The main thing I'm worried about is all the sheets and everything, but you know, it is what it is. I've took loads of time doing it. I struggled with a few of the rope hooks missing or the ties missing on the sheets, but I will endeavour to get a chance to sort some out at the yard. There are some that have been sent off to be repaired, and mine were fine. They've just got a bit tatty now after we've been using them for a while, so oh dear. It's going to be about 3.5 to 4 hours down to where we're going. All going well, that is. So yes, we'll see how we get on, shall we? Well, we're off the M5 now, junction 25, and now we're just in a bit of traffic getting down onto the A303. I've waited behind this Volkswagen all the way down, and they're still trying to overtake me so they can swivel on my little middle finger. $39 miles to go, but we've got to go around Yeovil, and hopefully they've finished the roadworks around there, because there was a set of traffic lights that we came across at the bottom of Yeovil. If you saw my deliveries to Sherborne a few weeks back, you'll know all about them. Alright, we are in the windy lanes around Bishop's Cordal, or was it? Something like that. Coming up to Stock Gaylord, if I'm reading that correctly. Let me just check. No, sorry, Stock Gaylord. Lol. What a comical error that was. I didn't even mean that. But anyway, we're just 3 miles away from our destination. It's a bit in the sticks. This is why I went down the M5 as opposed to coming through all the mid-country roads. And then we had a quick stop and checked that all these were A roads and suitable for us when we got off the M5. So yes, it's all good. It's all good. Sturminster Newton, that's what we want. And I'm surprised this isn't classed as a B road, to be fair. It's actually down as an A road. But I don't know, personally I think it was more of a B. Not to worry though, we're all good, we're all still in one piece, and we're just taking it nice and steady around here. It's some absolutely glorious scenery around here and landscapes. I'm not 100% if I've kept it in, but I've done a bit of a time lapse up until now, so I hope you enjoyed it if I did put it in. The actual engineering place that we're going to, it looks pretty isolated, like it's on the middle of a farm kind of thing, down a little lane, so I'm a bit eager to see what the road's like that we turned down. It didn't look anything out of the ordinary, but it just seemed a bit isolated. Like I say, it's probably going to be perfectly fine. If they're ordering massive bits of metal like this, I'm sure they've got the access to get them in. So we get into the Shire. Sorry, today's vlog's been mainly from behind the windscreen. I do try and mix it up as much as I can. I'll try and get some footage while we're taking all the sheets and everything off and getting everything wrapped up there, and then just hope it stays dry. Strange little bridge. Oh, it's not a bump, is it? Oh, thank God for that. There's no sign saying bump, but it looked like it had a right dip to it. So we have got to turn left down here. So it is pretty narrow. Ah, it's not too bad. Just hope no one comes out from the other way. And it should be somewhere down here. Hey, if you don't know, Russell Worthing dropped a new video yesterday. He had a bit of a sticky situation on I think it was a quarry or a landfill. And he managed to get out of there without needing a tow. So hats off to you there, Russ. Nice bit of driving. You need a tag axle like our Cinders, don't you? Don't you wish your truck had a tag like me? Now our place should be down here on the right. And it is Mervyn Rose Engineering. Look at that. What a beautiful home. Right, apparently should be down here on the right. I can see lots of beams and everything out the front, so it should be there. There we go, Cinders. You can have a rest shortly. Oh yeah, there's some ass over there. And some little baby goats. Oh look! Oh look! Right, let's go find out what to do. Okay, so there we have it in a bit more detail. What we're going to do, they're just creating some space inside, so we're going to start getting everything off here, and then we're going to reverse over into that warehouse there, which should be fun. So yeah, that's what we had to do at the back. Wrapped out a bit of tarpaulin round there. It was a good job we picked them up. Hello, little man. Hey. We did put the beacons on because it was a bit of reduced visibility earlier in the rain and everything, but probably wasn't legally required because it's not quite far enough. But you know, we got the marker board and everything, so it was visible enough. And even though I wasn't very confident in my sheeting, it's once again done really well. I was just frustrated with how long it took, so sorry if I was a bit of a moody pants. Right, let's get it all undone. It's like Christmas, innit? Wrapping it and unwrapping it. And there we are. Back to square one we are. And they changed their mind about where they was going to tip me. They've put me in where I was, really. Told me to stay there. They're going to try. Well, I say they tried. They're going to tip me with the side loader instead. So, yes, it's all going pretty well. They've took the one stack off now. Just got to wait for them to take the other two off. Might be a little bit tougher because they're further away, but we'll see. They should be able to drag them across, hopefully. Pretty long forks they got on there. But after this, we are heading all the way back up to the house factory. So it'll be a night out tonight. We're going to be picking up a load to go to Exeter. So, yes, we'll see how the trip goes. It's going to be a long way back up there, especially at this time of day, because it is now 10 to 3. Alright, well, looking at the time, it is 3 o'clock now, and even if we left now, it's going to be approaching 7 o'clock by the time we get up to the house factory. So what I'm going to do, while they're unloading me, I'm going to get today's video out, and hopefully I can get it out to you before they finish tipping me, to save time a bit later on, because it's going to be a long day. Not helped by my long time taking to sheet it up, but you know, them are the breaks. You got to just take each day as it comes. All I know is that I'm struggling with a bit of, I don't know whether it's a chest infection or something's coming on. I'm definitely getting worse than I was on Friday. So anyway, tomorrow or Wednesday I'll do some subscriber shout outs, because it's already becoming a long video today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope I have a safe journey, and tomorrow morning I should be starting out in the house factory, I reckon.